We're off mute. Commissioner Matthews, can you give us a thumbs up if you can hear us? Great. Good morning. We are on the record in case number 2020-272, electronic application of Flat Run Solar LLC for a certificate of construction for an approximately 55 megawatt merchant electric solar generating facility in Taylor County, Kentucky, pursuant to KRS 278-700 and 807 KAR 5110. My name is Kent Chandler. I'm the chairman of the Kentucky Public Service Commission and also serve as chairman of the Kentucky State Board on Electric Generation and Transmission Siting. I will be presiding today. Joining me today via video conferencing are 5 other siting board members. In person today joining me is Amy Cubbage, Vice Chair of the Public Service Commission. Virtually, Dr. Talina Matthews, Commissioner of the Public Service Commission. John Lyons, Deputy Secretary of the Energy and Environment Cabinet, serving as proxy for Secretary Rebecca Goodman. Charlie Rowland, Executive Advisor with the Cabinet for Economic Development, serving as proxy for Interim Secretary Larry Hayes. And Blanche Miner, second ad hoc appointee. I don't believe, let me see here. Well, I don't see Mr. Lyons or Mr. Rowland. I think they may be watching it virtually. And I don't think that Judge Executive Smith was going to be able to make it. The hearing today is for the purpose of taking evidence on Flat Run Solar LLC's application requesting a certificate of construction for a 55 megawatt merchant electric generating facility to be located in Taylor County, Kentucky. At this time, we'll have entry of appearance of counsel. At this point, given the challenges of trying to do this by video hearing, I would ask that that as the party identifies counsel, that they also identify their witnesses. For the applicant?
Yes, good morning. This is Greg Dutton with the firm Frost Brown Todd on behalf of the applicant Flat Run Solar. I have with me this morning Matthew Mooney. My understanding was that this would be a fairly abbreviated hearing, so we only have the one witness with us this morning.
All right, thank you, Mr. Dutton. And for siting board staff?
Jennifer Phil.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Dutton, I think I've been advised that public notice has not been provided in this case. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, and it's my apologies. We simply had a lot of vacations overlap, and it slipped through the cracks. It wasn't intentional in any way, and frankly, our apologies.
Okay. So and we also have an outstanding confidentiality petition and I think a motion for deviation. Is that right, Ms. Phil?
That's correct.
Okay. And we'll try to address those in a timely manner. Mr. Dutton, the siting board members have discussed, and I guess less discussing more compared schedules. I think that we can have a subsequent hearing, reschedule this hearing to August 26th at 2 p.m. We can enter an order by the end of the day to that effect, and we'll also be able to include in that order some additional text we'd like you to add to the notice, just making it clear how members can provide public comment should they choose to do so. I think it'll be the identical text that's been included in other notices, and in particular the notices we use for the utilities on the Public Service Commission side.
Okay.
So we'll do it the same way. It'll continue to be a remote hearing, but we will do it on August the 26th at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Mr. Chairman, can I ask you, is there any flexibility with the date? One of our key witnesses is Carson Hartgrader, and she is supposed to be on a flight basically at that exact time. So before I asked her to try and rearrange her plans, I wanted to see if there was any flexibility in the siting board schedule.
Our flexibility on that day is either 9 a.m. or 2 p.m.
Okay. We also have, it seems like everybody in our, that we're going to have our witnesses are available on the 27th, if that's possibly better.
I don't know that we're available on the 27th. Are you specifically, let me just ask this, are you unable to do the hearing with all your witnesses on the 26th at either 9 or 2?
I would frankly have to check about 9 a.m. I can't commit to 2 p.m. right now because I don't have a firm commitment from all of my witnesses about 2 p.m. If I can confer with my witness here for just a second, do you know, Matthew, about 9 a.m.? I mean, we were trying to compare schedules yesterday, Your Honor, so that's why I'm asking him. You know if 9 AM on that day works, Matthew?
I think it works generally for our group. I'm not certain if Carson is available then, but we can check.
Okay. If possible, could we get a couple hours to compare schedules with our witnesses, make sure that we can confirm a time, and then coordinate with council for
Yeah,
9 or 2 that day?
how about we do this? So you've heard the commission, the siting board's preference for the 26th at 9 AM or the 26th at 2 PM. If maybe by lunch, 12 or 1, if you could file something in the proceeding, a notice of filing or, however you want to style it, basically confirming your witness availability on the 26th or your lack of availability on the 26th, I think that would be fine.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, and frankly, we have to enter an order in this case. I think the statutory date is the end of September 29th, I think, 28th or 29th. So we don't have much time even following a hearing. And of course, I think you have the right under the regulations to file a brief should you choose to do so, I think within 7 days of the hearing in the case. So it's a pretty quick turnaround the further out we push the hearing.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I don't anticipate that we're going to have any need to file a brief, if that helps.
Okay.
I can also agree, if we're going to file a brief, to abbreviate that down to, 2 days, 3 days, something along those lines, if that would help.
All right. Is there anything else, Mr. Dutton, Ms. Fell, that we need to take care of today? Any other motions?
I don't believe so.
Mr. Dutton?
I don't believe so, no, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Look forward to your filing, and we'll get an order out one way or the other this afternoon.
Thank you for your time this morning.
This hearing is adjourned.
Thank you.